Hello everybody, my name is Connor and I am here with Purple Luffy versus Shanks. Yes, everyone's favorite matchup that I've played like 47 times, but you know, two top meta decks, that's what we get at our locals. So, we drop the law, we get the Zoro. Beautiful. This is exactly what you want when you play Purple Luffy. That is turn one ideal. So, my opponent is actually going to drop the Uta Searcher, which I know some Shanks decks are running and some are not. I didn't necessarily like it when I played Shanks for a minute, but he is going to end up grabbing the Ben Beckman and tapping another one to drop another Uta Searcher. So he's getting more value. He's got more searches. He's better. I will say he gets the 10 drop Shanks. He hits those searches, dude. He's built different. But I will say I am exhausted. I just got home from a Union Arena pre-release, and yeah, so we're gonna go ahead, leader ability. We get the Zoro off of the top of our life, which is great. We're gonna play it out. Zoro, search the top 5 for a Straw Hat card of our choice. Kind of a bummer to bottom 9 Mom, but 9 Mom not that great in this match. But we are gonna take the Uso Hachi, just a really solid 2K option, and the one non-alt art Sanji I have is going to go to the bottom of my deck. And we're just going to pass. No point in swinging 5. My opponent will most likely 99% will just Shanks ability, so we will just go ahead and pass that there. And with what Dawn is yet, he is also at 4 Dawn, so drawing for a turn, and we're going to see what he wants to do. He has not a lot of options, I think, at this point. I think potentially Lucky Root is the only thing that's around 4 cost that they play. I think Yasop's 5 cost, I think. I could be wrong. So, looks like we are going to be taking a swing from Shanks, and the question is, how aggressively is he going to swing? And is he going to swing it just a big 9? And yeah, he's just gonna swing the big 9, and yeah, I'll go ahead and take that. Don't really want to counter out of that. I don't mind dropping down to 2 here, or to 3. I feel like with Purple Luffy, in my experience playing Luffy, I'm pretty comfortable playing him around 2 life. So I am gonna go ahead, I think, in leader ability. No, we're just gonna poke 5, really make sure he's on his toes here, and sometimes I do this just to make sure he can't leader ability the Zoro, and he can't. He leader ability is Luffy. We swing Zoro. He gives me a 2K there. That is great. And my dogs are playing behind me. I'm sorry. We're gonna go ahead, take our life to ramp, and it's looking like a Luffy Taro. Yep, Luffy Taro. And I have a couple of options with the Sangoro and the Zoro. Yeah, I think that ultimately, I don't hate the Zoro at that moment. I think Zoro gets me instant benefit. And we do see our Gum there, which is really great to have. So, showing my buddy that I got Gum there. Sangoro is definitely a good option. I think that the reason I didn't play him out is because I was worried about the Beckman. And Sanji, because I know he pulled the Beckman earlier. Playing the Zoro gets me benefit right there, even if he does end up popping it. So, and there is Lucky Root. And, oh, I remember which game this was now. He's going to go ahead and drop the Lucky Root and swing 7, I think, at the Zoro. And I am going to give him the 2K 1K to keep Zoro alive. Maybe he was swinging at my life. He was swinging somewhere, and I countered. Pretty sure he was swinging at my life with that counter, but as I said, I'm so sorry. I've been out all day. I'm feeling a little silly, but this game is actually really silly, and I'm really excited to go over it. So, this was tough because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just knew that I was like, okay, I think that one of my Zoro is gonna get popped, and then I was like, no, I've got Sanji. So I play Sanji, rest the Lucky Root there, and I will go 6 at life, getting the 2K. I will go another 6 at life, and getting a I think that's a Margot leader. Yeah, leader ability 1K. So then I swing the 5 there. Figured I'd leave one up. We get the 1k there. A 7 at life. We finally get him to take some life there. And then an 8 at life, and we get him to take 2. So, leaving one up for the giant, just because I am very much open for a big hit, and I think giant would be a good option here. And as you guys can see, we do have another Sanji, so we do have options and ways to get around Lucky Roo. Ideally, I don't want a giant here. I feel like that puts me a little too low. I'd like to be able to either play out the Sanji or the 9 cost, depending here. And yeah, my opponent just taking some time to think about what he wants to do. I think he's at 8 Dawn, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we do see the Beckman come down, and he's going to pop one of the Zoros, I believe. And I'm trying to convince him to pop Law. You know, Law is scary. So he is going to pop one of the Zoros, and I'm asking him which one. It's very important. But he does end up clearing a little space on my board, which is great. And then swinging the 6 there, and I just give him the 2k Sanji. And we do end up getting a Law Searcher, but at this point, I think Law is a pretty solid counter. But yeah, at 9 Dawn, this is looking like a really good opportunity to pressure a lot again with 7 Dawn for another Sanji. And yep, that's exactly what I'm going to do here. Yep, not even standing my characters up. There I am thinking, oh, wait a second. Haven't restood my characters. That's, yep, there I go. So we do end up resting Lucky Roo, and we could play the Law if we wanted, but I don't know. We'll go 6 into life, trying to get, leader ability, trying to get some counter, and get the 2k out of hand. That's great. We'll go 7 into life and get another 2k, leader ability 2k, I believe. We'll go another 7, and he'll end up taking that life. We'll go, do I want to go 9? Is it worth going 9? I'll go 5. Okay, I don't hate that. We did get the leader ability out, so we'll go 5. Getting another counter, just absolutely destroying the counter in his hand. Holy moly. Yeah, the Sanji's coming in clutch here. I'll tap 1 to go ahead and play down the Law. I think at this point I'm looking for more counter. Yeah, that's a good pick there. 2k Sanji, one of my pretty ones. I love Sanji. I love those cards so much. And yeah, we'll go ahead and pass turn 1 Dawn up for giant. So I mean, Lucky Roo really was really gonna put a damper on our day, I should say. But the Sanji's coming in super clutch, and there I am telling him, oh, I got 1 Dawn up. No reason. I do feel like I hold my hands in a position that covers my Dawn, and I do like to tell my opponents that I have 1 Dawn up, just because I don't want people to think I'm trying to hide my Dawn, because that's not it. I just think that's how I lean, I promise. So we have a good amount of counter in hand, and we could, depending on what my opponent plays on this turn, we could play our 9 Luffy for a pretty spicy play. So he's gonna swing 5, which definitely worries me. I give him the 1k. I'm expecting a Rush Shanks at this point, and I'm like, that'll hurt a lot, actually, if he plays Rush Shanks here. Because yeah, my attacks become a lot less effective. Zoro becoming a 5, Sanji becoming a 6. But he actually ends up playing the KO Shanks to pop the Luffy Taro. And then he will swing Beckman into Sanji, and I give him a 2k there in the Sanji, and we get another giant. So we do have a couple of options here, and I'm thinking it is tough because we don't have anything. I mean, we could play Usohachi to rest the Lucky Roo, and I think that's what I'm thinking. Like, is it worth resting Lucky Roo? And it's not, so I will just swing 6 in hopes of getting him to potentially block to kill, my Sanji or my Zoro that just swung, because we do have our 9 cost Luffy, and I'm thinking 9 cost Luffy is the optimal play. He has about 2 cards in hand. I mean, being able to rest the Lucky Root and swing so aggressively with that full board really cleared up a lot of, you know, his hand. But we do end up getting a 1k counter there, leader ability 1k, I believe. And that kind of makes me curious, like, is it worth playing the 9? Is it worth, what's my best play here? But I will go ahead and swing 6, getting another 2k. He's got 1 life. I'm hoping that I can get rid of that blocker so I can swing really aggressively. He ends up taking the Sanji hit, swinging the Sanji. He's gonna play Lucky Root and pop the Zoro, and we are just gonna tap 9 for the getting another giant, Jesus, and go 10 into life there. And with the counter he can't get there. So yeah, honestly, I cannot express how much Sanji, I feel like I don't play Sanji a ton, but he was so good in this match. Just being able to get that aggression after the Lucky Root, just being able to rest that Lucky Root, get him out of my way, so I can just swing. I mean, you guys saw how many cards he ditched off of those counters, and we were just making him ditch those cards. So I really loved this game. This game was very silly, and it was against my buddy, and I always love playing against my buddy, although I feel like I always say that everyone's my buddy, but Kevin, my boy, very, very fun match. Maybe for me, maybe not for him, but any chance, any game where Sanji gets to shine is a good game for me. So yeah, that is where I am gonna end this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, hit that like button down below. Helps me out more than you could ever know. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.